We all would love to have lots of money in our bank account because it is going to make us rich, right? Well, that is the very first thing that rich people don't do. They invest their money instead of letting it sit in a bank account losing value. Wait, what? So how are they rich? Well, that's exactly what we discuss in this video. But before we begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel, and with all that done, let's get started. 10. Take action. Well, this might sound cliche, but hear us out. We all have certain things in our minds that we want to do. But the difference between rich people and poor people is that rich people will work on achieving their goals. They don't wait for opportunities to come. Instead, they just create opportunities. More than 80% of wealthy individuals focus on accomplishing a single goal, and it is a habit of wealthy people to write down their goal so that they can visualize what they're going to deal with. You might think that the rich people's goals are about them becoming rich. Well, that is not the case because for them, money is just a tool to create more wealth. It's all about perspective, which brings us to the next point. 9. Perspective on money. Most people think that rich people are some super geniuses, or they're much smarter than the average person, or maybe they're just very lucky people when the truth is, that is not the case, and it has to do with their perspective on money. Rich people think about money in terms of the opportunity that they will be able to create with it. Let's say that if you get $30,000 today, you might probably want to spend it on all the fancy items, but the rich don't do that. They look at the opportunities that they can create with that $30,000 today, which would help them multiply that money in the long term. Well, there's nothing wrong with buying some cool things for yourself. But it's better to be rich and act like you're broke than to pretend like you're rich, because you won't be able to pretend rich for too long if you're broke. That is exactly why rich people view money differently. Rich people also have a lot of financial goals, and they think long-term, which brings us to the next point. 8. Think long-term. Most people think about what's going to happen in a few weeks or months, but wealthy people take it to the next level. They think about decades, not just weeks or months. The longer you can think about the impact of your actions today on your future, the richer you will become, because long-term goals will get you the bigger picture, especially when you can ask questions to yourself like how you can double your income this year. Instead of asking yourself how to pay my bills for this month. Most people spend money on liabilities instead of assets because middle-class people want instant gratification, and that's not something that rich people tend to do. The mindset of a millionaire requires a lot of patience. They're willing to fail over and over again, which is why rich people and very rich people develop the discipline of delayed gratification, as their ultimate goal is freedom and not comfort. 7. Saying yes to change. Most people tend to be in their comfort zone, especially the poor people, which is probably the reason why they ended up poor. If you really want to grow your income, you definitely need to step out of your comfort zone, because a comfort zone will not be able to bring out your true potential. Change can be intimidating, whether it be big or small, which is why poor people tend to fear change. But that is not the millionaire mindset. Confidence is ultimately acquired through preparation and hard work. Confidence is a result of working on yourself, and if you want to be confident, you need to accept change, and then you will have the ability to handle whatever comes your way. 6. Time is more expensive than money. You might have heard the phrase time is money, but that is not the case, because most people end up forgetting that time is actually more important than money. Time is something that you cannot own, but you can use. You can't keep it, but you can spend it, and once you lose it, you will never get it back. Everybody has got 24 hours a day. You will be able to make a lot of money with the time that you have, but you won't be able to make a lot of time with the money that you have. This is why the rich consider time to be one of the best assets that they can have and not money, which makes them really productive. 5. Growth mindset. Most people think that they don't deserve to be rich, and they think that it is very difficult to gain a lot of wealth. But millionaires, on the other hand, deal with this problem differently. They have this mindset called a growth mindset, and having a growth mindset is more important than ever before, because our world is changing at a rapid pace, and we are dealing with new challenges every day. Everything around us is changing, which is why you need to adopt a growth mindset if you want to succeed financially. People with a fixed mindset believe that intelligence and other abilities are fixed and cannot be changed, but people with a growth mindset believe that intelligence and skills can be acquired through hard work and dedication. So if you have a growth mindset, you will be able to improve your life and your financial situation as well. Having a growth mindset is extremely important for overcoming obstacles, especially those you face when you learn something new or when you're developing a new skill that might change your life. 4. Money is not evil. The poor people think that having a lot of money might be dangerous, and they think that money is the root of all evil, and people who talk about money or encourage other people to accumulate more money are also evil. They think that money will make you greedy, but that is not the case. Money is just a medium of exchange, and it is the way for people to trade one thing for another. Some people like to trade their time for money, and some people like to trade their money for more money by taking a lot of risks, just like rich people. In fact, not having money is the cause of all evil. You could say that money is not evil, but what you do with money can be good or bad. Some of the wealthiest people in the world are the most giving ones. They donate a huge percentage of their income to charities or profit organizations and other startups. Sure, money may not be able to buy everything, but if you want to buy anything, you need money. 3. Taking risks. Most people are poor because they don't want to take risks. But during the time that we live in right now, not taking risks is the biggest risk that you can take. People become wealthy by taking risks, and wealthy people see risks as an opportunity to make more money. Wealthy people also risk a small amount of money compared to the non-wealthy people, and the poor people tend to risk large amounts of money if at all they are willing to take the risk, which is why the rich people do not take any risk but only calculated risk. So it is something that you need to learn from the rich, because a calculated risk will always be a better risk where you are not sure what will happen if things go wrong. 2. Never stop learning. Most of us think that education or learning new things will come to an end after we leave university. Well, that is not the case with rich people. When you walk into any millionaire's house, you will find an abundance of books, and sometimes you might even find an entire library, because millionaires understand that education does not stop once you finish school. Success will take time, and millionaires know that really well, which is why they spend a percentage of their income towards attaining financial education and self-improvement. So millionaires spend more money on financial knowledge, and they make a lot of money when they invest in themselves. 1. Very little money in the bank. During the beginning of this video, we mentioned that having a few $1,000,000 in your bank account might make you rich. But with rich people, that is not the case, because they often have very little money in their bank account. But why exactly is that, and what makes them rich then? Well, the rich use money very differently compared to the poor people, which is why they continue to get richer. Their money is linked with their assets and investments, so their money makes them more money. They don't trade time for money. So if you want to get rich, now is the time to start thinking like one. What is your best money-making tip? Comment below. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Also, consider subscribing to our channel for more videos just like this one, and turn on post notifications so that you get notified whenever we upload a brand new video. And we will meet again in the next one.